Alright, welcome to my first video ever for Tony's Sim Life, Farm Sim Life. This is my second YouTube channel. My first one, I do board game plays, particularly historical war games on the board games. I've been playing Farm Sim for about 50 hours. I've also been watching a lot, and I thought this would be a great way to kind of, you know, uh, bring this hobby into because it's kind of fun. So what I've decided to do is I've started to do the Triple Dutch Challenge by Zorch Farming. I think I said that right. I've been watching his videos as well, and yeah. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Now, we've already had quite a few people have set this up already, so let's go ahead and just hey, we're gonna do this. We need to buy this farmland, and then we need to sell everything. The I am going to keep the oh, I should have visited there. I am going to keep the silos. Visit, here we go. And then so I am going to keep the silos. And so we are going to do some selling here. We'll go to the construction tab, and we are going to sell everything but we're gonna sell everything but the silo. Now it could work out, it could not work out. We'll see what happens on this. I've tried to record this several times. I've had some issues, so I've had to restart it every time. One time I had when I actually did the rolls, trying to get this thing done, I had wheat and goats, which I was kind of okay with, and then I had potatoes and chickens, which again I was kind of okay with, because although the potatoes would have been a pain in the butt, the chickens would have been pretty easy to do, and I could have got them started right away to earn some money pretty quickly. So, all right. So as we see, everything is here. So now what I need to do is I need to get a house, container tools, farmhouses. So which one did I go with the last time I liked? I thought was really nice. I think it was just one of these guys here. Yeah, I think this was it. Let's turn this around here. Yeah, I'm trying to get this as close as I can, but I think that'll do. I wanted to make sure that the stuff is up front, the sleep things and everything's up front. So that's pretty cool. There's probably other mods to get different houses, but I like this one. This one's good enough for me. All right, so then we need to buy 2 plots of land. We need to buy 38, and we need to buy 44. And then what we need to do is pay off. I've done this enough times now. I know exactly what I'm doing. It should be 117,000. So we need to repay this down to 117,000. Oop, too much. There we go. There we go. So we're at 117,000. The loan's at 150,000. All right. So that's paid for, and of course there's regulations and stuff on when you can pay it off and things like that. So we're good to go there. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go spend some money, get some. Let's take a look and see if there's any good deals out there. This Mercedes-Benz tractor. It's got a 3-point back, but not front. It's only 100 horsepower. Okay, I think to bump it up to anything, no, it can only do 100, 110. So no go on that one. Oh, we're not gonna. You know what? We are not gonna spend the money yet, but Just see if there's anything decent here that I might be interested in. I'm not seeing anything. Ooh, this little Landini. What's the... Oh, it's only 70 horsepower. That's nothing, like, unfortunately. See, the highest it can go is 112. I don't think so. All right. So, like I was saying, I can't quite go to um, the um, I've got to know what crops I'm doing first. Um, so we need to do that and get that up. So I've got picker wheel up here, and so we're going to. I want to do the crop first. Now these are all the crops that could have a production, so we're going to go ahead and choose those. Okay, and I get sugar beets. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna get sugar beets. So, sugar beets. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I don't know how many there are. This is the first time I've gotten that one. Okay, so that's nice. We're done. Let's close that up. Done. And then I need to switch it to the animals. Water buffalo. Sugar beets and water buffalo. All right, so now we can go back to Farm Sim 25 and the map, and then we will deselect all to make sure, and then sugar beets. All right, so there are only 6 fields. Ooh. Yeah, I still need proper stuff for it, so it's 30. All right, so I'm just curious now. So now we've got that. All right, so water buffalo and sheep. So let's take a look here. And I'm just curious, what am I going to need for sugar beets? So let's root crops. That's probably what. Beet harvesters. Okay. Oh, so we're looking at expensive. Okay, so we'll have to, the sugar beets we'll have to save up for that part. So like I said, we can find out with the water buffalo what we can do with them. But yep. Oh, well, we could do it this way. Okay. Let's see. So we could, and that could be pulled. Okay. So we just need something with a big horsepower on it. Okay. And so I'd have to have a worker do that, and then I'd have to go to the side. Okay. That's interesting. And I'd have to get this too. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. So I would need the note that how long time is needed to. So I need to run it over this first and then this. Okay. That's interesting. All right. So what we need to, but we still need to harvest what we've got. So we're going to do the usual harvesting. So this one with the biggest extension. Yep. And then just a small roof. I'd buy that. then combinations, and then we'll get the header here. All right, so that does leave me with quite a bit of cash. Right now, what I really need is something with the tractor with 3x4, 3x50. Comes at 92, so I'd have to bump this up. That's 150, so that's $60,000. I wonder if I can get this. Is there 128? That one's not too bad. That one's only 51,000. I won't take away the front fenders. I don't need that. Set up a stain. Yeah, well, I think we're going to go with this route. It's 128 right now. I can always get it more. So we're going to go ahead and grab this. And then what we'll end up doing is I need to get a... I need to get a trailer here. Yeah, let's just go with this one. It's 12,000. It should be good to go with this one. All right. Okay. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to go here. Here. Up here. Alright, so I got all the equipment up here, so now it is time to start harvesting this. So let's go ahead and get started on the harvesting. So here we go. Harvesting started. We'll go ahead and do the mustard field first, because right now that's just the way it is. We're just in the mustard field. Nope. Alright, so we're gonna go through, we're gonna get this done and get this harvested, and then we're gonna get our 3 contracts done, because I really do want to get a lot of stuff in and taken care of right off the bat. Yes, I do have the precision farming on, I do have crop destruction on as well, so I need to be careful because I'm horrible at that. So we're gonna keep going on here, and we'll probably either do a I'll probably either cut when I'm almost done with this, or we will do a time lapse, which I've been wanting to actually do for a while. Also, be able to tell me how my sound is and stuff. All right, so we're getting back here. We're just about finished. I got this pass and one more pass to go. Had a little issue with some, getting rid of the piping, and I ran into my combining a few times here. Still, again, getting used to the controllers and stuff like that. But what I'll probably do is we'll finish this off. I'll unload it. I'll put it into the silo, and then I'll probably just do the wheat field off camera. There's no reason for you guys to see me doing that. And then we'll go from there, and I'll tell you what kind of the plans are and what I'm going to do. Again, I have sugar beets and water buffalo, so it's the sugar beets is what's going to be probably the most costly thing. The water buffalo is just something that's gonna go through. So We'll finish this up, and then I will see you when I get done with the wheat field. All right, welcome back. But for you, is just a brief moment. But for me, I've been sitting here, and as you can see, I have gotten all of the wheat just about done. I've got this down up, or this down, and that just the two passes here left. And then we'll just get it filled up and emptied out. So I was thinking about kind of the strategy on how I want to go about this and achieving all these particular goals and threats and everything that we have to take care of. Now, the first thing I was thinking about doing, what I think I might do first is I might get the water buffalo done first, because I can get money off of the products that they can give. So what I'll probably end up doing is getting farm fields that can help me with the water buffalo situation. Then I can make, buffalo milk, buffalo mozzarella, or buffalo cheese, or whatever, on that. Um, it gives me a few more options, and I think I can make more money off of that with those particular items. So I think we're going to work on the water buffalo. So, but we're going to go through that. So I will end up baling all the straw between this field and the last field, or the mustard field, and then I'm going to do my contracts at that point, because they I don't want to run out of time. This is, if you can take a look, it's 11:51 in August. So this episode's going with that. So we're gonna see what the contracts are out there, and then we'll go through and figure out, okay, do we want to start bailing? Do we want to hold off on the bailing? What do the water buffalo need? So we'll take a look at that as we go through. And as we are just about done here, I can take that and move that up. All right. So there's that. So unfortunately, I got to leave this running. As you can see, I used a lot of fuel on those two fields. Let's see here. We'll get that. The nice thing is we'll let this guy get up there here. As we're going through here. Here we go. All right. There we go. So we'll just go up, and then we'll take a look. So I've got 5,000 in here. This is the third. I think this is the third load I've got. So, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna want to go around this way here. Oh. Backing up is always a struggle for me. I'm starting to get it just a little bit if I just basically, one, go slow enough, and two, it's kind of like the opposite. Okay, there we go. So now I need to flip over to this because I forgot to put the pipe out, of course. So we'll put the pipe out here. We'll get this filled up. Well, whatever's left here. We'll go empty it into the silo. We'll take a look and see what's in the silo, and then we'll go from there with that. So okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna get this out of the way here, at least for right now. We're just gonna put this right here, since I don't have any real place to put it. Okay, and then we're gonna lift header. That's not what I wanted. We're gonna stop the engine. All right, so that's all powered off. This guy, hardly have used any gas on it. Mainly it's been used for just hauling the mustard and the rye with that. So we'll pull in here. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. There we go. There, now I got it. Now we'll do this. And then the whole thing should go out then. Yep, there we go. There we go. That was just gonna take way too long. Now, if we do some contracts and we have to do that, that's where that green door will be nice, so we can keep the little extra with that. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna step out here, and see. So we have 30,000 in rye and a little over 10,000 in mustard. Okay. So let's head back here. All right. So I want to get some money, so that's what I'm not really worried about stuff that I can get. So let's take a look. Let's turn off this, save some gas. Sorry. And then what we're going to do is it'll save here. And we'll look at contracts. So right now, time saving stock check, max value. The rye is 10,000 and the mustard is 7,000. That's December and January. So we have a little wait. It's only August. So contracts. What are some big? We got any big numbers here? Harvesting. Yeah, that's a big number, but that's a big field, and that's a huge amount to be taken off. Let's see. Mowing. This one, how much? That's $1,000 to rent. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna borrow these items, and then we're gonna head up there to number 3. Okay, so that'll be the first contract. So let's go ahead and let's go take care of that. Oh. Okay, so not this one. There we go. Okay, so now I've used these. Well, let me put it to you this way. Oh. I've used the mowers before in a couple other. I don't want to say plague. It was more like, hey, let's try this game out and let's play around with it. That's why I really do enjoy. Nope, not that way. This challenge, so it gives me kind of a goal. I'm not straight enough. There we go. All right, so I know we're going to the top, so let's. And I kind of like the mowing anyways. I like mowing at home. I like mowing my own lawn too. So I've always enjoyed that. This one, if we follow this road all the way up. Ooh, sorry. If we follow this one all the way up here. Oop, oop, oop. Ah. Dang it. So this will curve, and then the next kind of main road to the right. Woo! Probably scrape that delivery truck up there. But anyways, so my thought process, like I was saying, is definitely we got to get the money up. So we got to definitely do our 3 contracts a day, because the equipment for the sugar beets is not cheap at all. Okay, so this is where I need to turn here. Yeah. And then this does a little zigzag. Well, I tell you what, this little tractor can cruise. Oh God, is this guy turning? Yep. Mm. All right, so let's see here. So we need to unfold the mower. So that's this one. Okay. And then we need to steering assist. Yep, this looks good. So now I do need to now that figures. Okay. But I need to do this one, and I need to be nice if it wasn't a sharp corner and it just kind of nice and curved, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. All right, so we will go on. I'll probably jump cut this. Um, I'm just gonna keep recording right now, and then yeah, probably jump cut it till we get done with it or almost done with it. All right, that's all done, and so we're gonna go ahead and get that paid. Boy, there's a lot to do in these turns, and then like the actual playing and videoing them is totally different. So that's kind of an interesting. So let's see here. Let's see if there's anything else. Bail. Oh wow. Yep, I'm taking that one. $12,000 to bail wrap. Yeah, we're gonna borrow the items too. Okay, so we definitely need to get this one. Oh, that figures. I do like bail wrapping. It's kind of fun. I almost bought this trailer. Basically going the same area that we were at. So we are going to cut in front of the guy that's coming that way. Dude! Seriously, my truck was there and... Oh well, okay. Let's see. A... All right, that is all of that one. So we're gonna get out. I guess we can come in here and at least be polite and turn off. But contract-wise, we will be completing that. That one's real nice. That was a nice, nice contract. That's no. No wood transport. I think, yeah, let's do this one. This will be the last one we do, so we need to tether this grass. Okay, and I can borrow the equipment 600, so I'd end up with about 2,400. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Will be my last one, so we're going to go ahead and borrow the items. Okay, it'll come out here, and they've already been picked up. All right, no, there we go. Let's see. Oh, okay, so now I'm actually going to start using the. Here we go. See how this works out here. All right, so I did end up finishing that contract off. I took care of all my contracts. I have no active contracts now. I've done my 3 contracts. That leaves us with a little bit of money, and we probably should figure out what we're gonna do with that money. With that, so we have definitely we need to do probably some baling. I'm assuming. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a look here. I don't have any animals yet. Let's see here. Help. There we go. And I want to take a look at the water buffalo. There we go. Okay, so water buffaloes is game. They produce milk. Yep. Um, Food is grass, hay, and TMR. Okay, so they do grass. Okay, so probably what we'll end up doing is, like I said, I was going to focus on those first. Also, the other thing, not here, here at the store. So I was doing a little searching through uh, the mod hub, and I found these guys right here, and yep, these guys right here. So this one harvests the foliage. So this cuts the foliage, and then this digs it up, and then this one comes through, and it will actually it'll collect all of them. So a little bit cheaper than going through some of the headers and stuff like that. So I do believe, yeah, yep. So that's going to be an option. So instead of, it should be a little bit more approachable on that. So, but we are going to need, like I said, we are going to need a baler. I'm prefer square balers on this. Oh man, that's. Oh wait, let's. Was there anything on the used? Oh, they have a mower. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye on the used stuff as well when I go to actually take a look at my thing. That's too expensive for as a baler. What's is this? Okay, nope. This is a harvester, so I'll definitely have to take a look at when I get costs and stuff like that. So, okay, so no balers there. So basically, let's take a look here. So now I kind of see why the people do want round balers. Um, because I think so. This is it does 120 centimeters, and let's see here. So we'll go back, and then we'll look at the round balers here. Okay. Oh, so they're okay. So we'll start off with this guy here. Yeah, we'll start off with this guy here, and yep. Now it's a smaller bone. We'll go ahead and start off with this one. So we're gonna go ahead and buy this one. Yes. All right. Okay. So then, now if I remember right, there's a big bird nest that is right. Yep. See, there it is. That's how I got to remember. That's how to. Okay. Oop. Okay. Let's redo that there. It's interesting because you kind of get started. Everybody kind of has the same thing. We got to farm it. We got to harvest everything. But then all of a sudden, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, wait a minute. We we do have to harvest. After the harvest, it's like, okay, what do you do next? And that's where everybody's going to be a little different here. Okay, this hooked up. Head out. All right, and lower pickup, and here we go. Now let's make sure. It looks like. All right, so we'll just get this going and put it out there, and we've got the bale counter, so we're gonna see how many bales we end up with. All right, so I finished up baling all the well, at least all the rye. I was gonna continue on with the mustard, but I'm like, yeah, I may wait for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this auto load trailer, and then we are going to head down to and get it picked up here. Ended up with 157, 58, 59 bales. Now, granted, it's a small baler, so that's going to be a big issue on that one. So, all right. So I will see you down there for the auto load and picking up the auto loader. Ah, got a sign. All right, back at the farm. See if this actually works. Yep, it does. night, so we did a lot of bailing, we collected a lot, and then so I think that'll be great for today. So we're gonna go ahead and get out, and we are going to call it a night. We got a lot done. We are going to be looking at seeing what we can actually do here. Just real quick, we'll take a look tomorrow with that. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and look forward to the next episode. Talk to you later.